Alright, hello and welcome to another beer review. Today we're going to be testing out this big boy, the Mikkeller Big Worse Barley Wine. This is a 12% bottle of barley wine. It's pretty darn strong. I've already done Mikkeller on this show before. Really innovative brewers, really go out there and really try and do something really special, something really different. Trying to push the boundaries of the beer making world, so this is another one that I'm really quite excited about. And 12%, it's got an absolute kick to it. Probably something more of a nightcap. I'm just about to go out for a fantastic night out, I hope. So this will be quite interesting way to start the evening, hopefully cut the cost before I head out. You can probably see at the bottom, well you won't be able to see, but I can see a lot of sediment. Barley wines usually do have quite a lot of sediment in them. Just from the way they're brewed, they tend to be super malty, super full of malty flavour and really thick and really heavy. So I'm quite interested to try it out. I shall just crack the top off, see if I can't get any smoke coming out the top. It's a big cap, so it's going to be a bit of a pain to get off really. Oh, it is as well. Oh, I can never get big caps off bottles of beer. Yeah, nothing, couldn't really see anything then. But straight off the bat, my word, that is a malty little beast, full of caramel, full of kind of bready flavours as well, and surprisingly for a barley wine, there is quite a bit of hop there as well. In fact, there is quite a bit of hop there indeed. Right, I'll pour it into the glass and we'll hopefully get some better aromas. Let's give it a chug. Now the thing with barley wines is, because they're such high ABV, the head on them will dissipate really quickly. Or so's the theory. There's quite a bit of head coming on this one actually. Maybe just the way I'm pouring it. But there we go. It's managed to foam a little bit of a head, but it probably shouldn't have. I'll get some aromas before the head dissipates. Oh yeah, ooh, get my nose in it as well. Like I said, plenty of caramel going on in there. Plenty of barley flavours, malty flavours going on. There seems to be like bubbles kind of sitting in solution, sitting inside the beer, not on the side of the glass, but actually inside, almost like sediment, kind of translucent bubbles caught up in it. That's really quite fascinating, really. It is sticking really heavily to the side of the glass. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's barely moving at all. It's kind of just sticking in one level head, going up and down. Completely dark. You can't see a thing through this. That's not unfamiliar with barley wines. They're usually quite dark like this as well. Like I said, there is a strange amount of hops going from the top of it as well. Absolutely full of malty body, biscuits and caramel, but also like a fruity edge right at the back of it, some kind of citrus coming through. Now, really looking forward to this, so I'll tuck right on in. Oh yeah. Really full on with the malt body there, right at the back of your tongue. Great big punch of biscuits and caramel. Everything you could smell, you can pretty much taste in your mouth. Nice thick and rich mouthfeel as well. Really feels like you've almost bitten into something, like you can take a chomp out of something. You feel it, something like yogurty almost. Obviously not as thick as that, but sort of coats your tongue, almost resinous, I suppose. Although resin is something you probably find more with hops at least. There's a little bit of fruitiness going on the backbone as well. I'll just have another swig and see if I can pick up what exactly it was. You know what, I'd say it's quite a generic hoppy flavour. It's more like the essential essence of hop that I can taste, as opposed to something fruity. Definitely something in the citrus world, but nothing distinct coming through. Unlike with some hops like Citra, where you can definitely pick out the citrusy notes. It's definitely something like a grapefruit or something tropical. It's almost just like the essence of hop is in there. Quite like when I was trying the other Mikkeller, the 1000 IBU. Which was quite balanced as well. This is strangely balanced for barley wine, which should be full of malty body. 1000 IBU should have been full of hoppy body. They actually come out quite balanced. It's takes a lot of skill to do something like that with such a high percentage alcoholic beer. Having said that, I can feel my belly warming up straight away in the second the alcohol hit my stomach. 12%. It's like you're glugging on a good glass of wine, and it's so rich and meaty, and it feels really satisfying to drink something that's, pardon me, give me the burps, that's so satisfyingly alcoholic. It feels better than. Personally, I like to sit and sip. This is a perfect sit and sip sort of drink, and I'm going to keep sipping it until I have to go out, and that'll be fantastic. And then when I'm out in the pubs and there's terrible lagers on tap, I'll at least have had something really tasty to have satisfied me, and I won't have to worry about drinking too much when I'm out, because this is certainly going to go straight to my head. The Mikkeller boys are really fantastic. If you can't tell, the two that I've tried or reviewed on my channel, they've both been something really spectacular. They've both been really balanced despite pushing the boundaries. They've also managed to make them tasty. So it's not just pushing boundaries and doing something stupid just because you can, because you want to try it and it comes out rubbish. Although it should be said that you shouldn't just stick to same old formulas just to make a good tasty beer. It's important that people try something silly, and if it doesn't work, then hold your hands up and say, hey, you know what, it didn't work as well as we'd hoped, but here's something that you'll never have tried before. This one, though, barley wines obviously have been done before, and they've kind of adapted the recipe a bit, and it's definitely alcoholic. It's a barley wine. It's really alcoholic. It's really malty, but there's also a bit of a hop kick in there. It's not very bitter, so there's not a bittery taste to it, but with such a malty body presence, it washes away that hoppy bitterness, so you don't get the tartness from the bitter. You just get the malty body and a bit of hop flavouring. Perhaps that's why I'm having a bit of trouble picking up the citrus notes, because you kind of associate citrusy notes like lemons and grapefruits and tropically fruits as well, and orange to a certain extent tends to be quite dry on the palate, tend to suck away a bit of the moisture, while with this it's wet and full of body, really kind of coats your tongue in alcohol, and wet's probably the right word. It feels thirst quenching almost despite being alcoholic, while IPAs and hoppy beers dry everything out around your mouth. So yeah, give one of these a shot. If you've never tried a barley wine before, they really are something different. They're not a typical beer at all. They are crossing the boundaries between your beers and your wines, hence the name barley wine. So thank you ever so much for watching another beer review. I've got so many beers stocked up in my fridge right now. Ones that I'd never try in my own time, because I'd be too worried about, I'm just going to waste it, I'm never going to appreciate it. And this project's given me a lot of time to try some really good beers and really interesting flavours, and hopefully share them with you. So like, subscribe, add to your favourite, share it around, and I shall catch you on the next episode. Cheers.